everybody, what's up? It's Nikita from I Am Resilient. I'm here to teach you a yoga class. So welcome. I encourage you to listen to how your body is feeling today. I know I'm feeling a little tired as the sun has not been shining lately. So listen to yourself and do what feels good for you. So join me on your mat. We will start off with some sun salutations. So inhale, raise your arms overhead, bring your palms together. Exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips, lower your head. Inhale, rise to a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step both feet back. Lower the knees, chest and chin, or all the way to the floor. Inhale, untuck your toes, bring your shoulders towards your spine, shine your chest forward. To our first baby cobra, be gentle on yourself. Exhale, come back through tabletop position, lift your hips up and back, and downward facing dog. We'll take a few slow breaths here. You may want to bend one knee and straighten the other, just pedaling out the hips. And then reach through your palms. Take a look at your palms and make sure you're rooting through the palms. You're not lifting and turning your hands. And put your index and middle finger toward the front of the mat. And then lengthen through the armpits and lower the head down and work the heels further towards the floor. Tilt the sit bones up to the sky. And when you do that, see if you can lengthen the sides of the body even more. And breathe slowly through your nose. Good. Gaze towards your hands, soften the knees, step or hop towards the front of the mat. And then inhale, come up to a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way to standing, palms overhead. Release them by your side. And I'm just noticing that I'm not quite in the camera, so I'm going to try to fix this. Okay, bringing it up this way will help. That might be better. Yes. Okay. Again, inhale, raise your arms overhead, bring your palms together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to a flat back. Exhale, plant both hands, step both feet back. Lower the knees, chest and chin to the floor or through chaturanga. And then inhale, come forward, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a few breaths here. Option always to go from upward facing dog to downward facing dog and just coming through tabletop position. So putting your knees down. There are many variations. And then gaze towards your palms, step, walk, or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, come up to a flat back. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise, bring your palms overhead. Exhale, release them by your side. Beautiful. Inhale, bring your palms overhead. Exhale, fold. Release all of the air. Inhale, rise up to a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, your fingertips, step your right foot back, lower the back knee, untuck the back toes. Bring your hands to your front thigh or sweep the arms all the way overhead. Good. And now we'll take about 3 or 4 breaths here. Lengthen through the arms and allow yourself to push down with that front foot and those back toes and find some more length in your hip flexor. Good. One more breath. Exhale, plant your hands to the floor. Tuck the back toe, step the left foot back, and then lower the knees, chest, and chin or through chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Beautiful. Lift your right leg towards the sky, point the toes, and then on the exhale, bring it forward between the palms. Bring the back knee to the floor and untuck the back toes. Bring your hands to your front thigh and then sweep the arms all the way overhead if it's accessible to you. Option always to stay here and back off a little if you feel your hamstrings are a little tight. Maybe you started running again, or maybe you've been sitting in a chair all day. And find those big, full breaths. Good. One more breath, softening the muscles of the face. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor, tuck the back toe. This time step the left foot up to meet the right, and then fold over the legs. Inhale, come all the way to standing, bring your palms overhead. Exhale, release them by your side. Beautiful. Inhale, bring your arms overhead, palms together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to a flat back. Exhale, plant your fingertips, step your left foot back, lower the back knee, untuck the back toes. And then again, bring your hands to your front thigh or sweep the arms overhead. Find the breath. Find the edge between effort and ease, where you can breathe fully. Good. One more breath. And on the exhale, plant the toes, plant the hands, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, step the right foot back, and then lower knees, chest and chin or through chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or Upward Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Lift the left leg on the inhale, point the toes. Exhale, step it between the palms. Bring the back knee down, untuck the back toe, sweep the arms overhead or bring them to your front thigh. Find the breath. And see if you can gracefully transition during these poses. See if you can bring some grace to your movements and grace to your thoughts. Good, one more breath. Exhale, plant the hands forward. Step the back foot forward and fold. Inhale, rise all the way overhead, palms together. Exhale, release them by your side. Beautiful. And now we will just come to Crescent Moon pose. So inhale, arms all the way overhead, palms together. Exhale, fold over to your left. Inhale, back up. Exhale to your right. Good. Inhale, back to center one more time. Exhale to your left. Inhale, back to center. And exhale. Inhale, back to center. Release the hands, roll the shoulders back a few times. Beautiful. Excellent. And now we will come into tree pose. So plant the left toes to the mat and then allow the right foot to just float towards the sky. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Press that left foot down towards the floor. Circle the ankle 3 times in one direction with the breath. Good. And then bring that foot either to the floor as a kickstand, to the shin or the inner thigh. And bring your hands to your heart center. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Gaze at something that is not moving. If you need more of a challenge, close your eyes. And work on really pressing that foot into the leg and the leg into the foot and that left foot rooting towards the floor. If you fall out of it, that's okay. See if you can Find some grace and humility towards yourself. Good. And keep drawing that right leg away from you towards the side of the room. One more breath. Good. You can release the foot. Beautiful. And then again, we will plant our right toes on the floor. Allow the left knee to be drawn into the chest. Excellent. Circle the ankle 3 times in one direction and 3 times in the other direction. Good, and when you're ready, you can bring that foot either to your shin, your thigh, or keep it at the floor, coming into a tree pose. Bring your hands to your heart center, or if you'd like, you can float them all the way overhead. Again, focus your gaze on something that's not moving, or for a challenge, you can close your eyes. Beautiful. And when you're ready, release that foot down towards the floor. Shake it out if you need to. And then we will come back to the front of our mats. And we will inhale, raise your arms all the way overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Inhale, rise to a flat back. And exhale this time, just step the right foot back. Do the right foot with you. And then keep the knee lifted if you can. Draw the left knee towards the rib cage and the armpit. And notice if you get a stretch in through your hip flexors. Coming to fingertips in this position can be really helpful to allow more spaciousness of the chest. Good. One more breath. And now we're going to really root through our feet, get strong in our legs, and bring your hands to your front thigh. Excellent. Option to bring the arms all the way overhead. If you'd like to incorporate a back bend in this pose, go ahead. Otherwise, find your breath. See if you can make the front leg 90 degrees with the knee stacked over the ankle. One more breath. Good. Bring your hands down. We will just step the left foot back and the right foot forward. Again, come to fingertips, draw the chest forward. Take a few big breaths here. Really finding some space in the hips. Beautiful. And then get strong in your legs. Draw your hands to the front thigh. And then sweep them all the way overhead. Good. You may need to adjust your stance here. And feel the heat building in your legs. Again, option to take a back bend. One more breath. You may want to sink down a little lower. Exhale, plant the hands. This time, step the left foot up to meet the right. And fold over your legs. Beautiful. Grab hold of opposite elbows and rock from side to side. Allow the head to be heavy. And allow yourself to relax on the exhale. Beautiful. One more breath. Good. And then bring your hands either to the floor, to your shins, to the backs of the legs, and we'll come into a more active forward fold. You can bend the knees if it's comfortable for you, if your legs are tight. Wherever you are, find a place that you can breathe into, but you're feeling effort, you're feeling the length. And we'll be here for a few breaths. Good, one more breath. You can release the bind if you have it. Bring your hands to your hips, draw your elbows together, and slowly come to standing. Now if you notice yourself get dizzy when you're coming up like that, bring your head back to the level of your hips. Sometimes we get some orthostatic hypotension or our blood rushes away from our brain, so you just need that extra moment. So take your time. Excellent. So now we will come into some poses closer to the floor. So to get there, it's nice to do a flow or vinyasa. That's what some people will call it in a vinyasa class, or take a flow, take a vinyasa. So inhale, arms overhead, palms together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step both feet back. Lower the knees, chest and chin, or all the way to the floor. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now we will lift our right leg towards the sky, point the toes, and then bring the right foot in between the hands. Excellent. And then this time spiral the back foot back so that it's parallel to the back edge of the mat, coming into warrior two. And then windmill the arms all the way to parallel to the floor. Bring your left foot a little bit further away if you can, or you may need to bring it closer to you, and then allow yourself to sink a little bit deeper. Good. Gaze off past those front fingertips. And for a second, spiral the hands towards the ceiling. Drop the shoulders down. See how that feels. And then bring just the palms back. Good. Beautiful. Excellent. You can sink down a little lower if you can. And then bring your right hand to that right thigh. Sweep the arm all the way overhead. Excellent. You can gaze off to the ceiling if it's comfortable for your neck. And then option here to bring the hand down toward the floor and point the left hand straight up towards the sky, working the right knee and the forearm into one another, finding some activation. Or option, of course, to take a bind and drawing the chest forward. Wherever you are, work with that. You can always back off. You can always change your mind. And that's with anything. Don't need permission. Good, wonderful. And then we are going to activate our abdomen, come all the way up, straighten the leg, and come into triangle pose. So as if I was pulling your fingertips all the way to the right and to the top of your mat. Continue to let the left hip hinge backward. And then when you get as far as you can, allow the left hand to, or the right hand to just float toward the floor, the left hand to float towards the sky. Open the chest. Beautiful. You can keep a slight bend in the legs in this pose if it's comfortable for you. One more breath. Good. And then bring a slight bend into that right knee if you don't have one, and come all the way to standing with that core activation. Beautiful. And then we will just bring our hands all the way back to the floor and step the right foot back, go through a vinyasa. So lower the knees, chest and chin, or all the way. And then inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. And then take another breath here, just really lengthen through those heels. Notice how both legs may feel a little bit different. Inhale, lift the left leg towards the sky. Exhale, step it between the palms. And this time we will come into the same sequence on the other side. So spiral that right heel down towards the floor and come into our warrior two. So windmill the arms all the way parallel to the floor. You may need to adjust the stance here. And then sink down into that right leg. Bring some awareness to the feet and see if you can root into all four corners of both feet. Good, find the breath. Spiral the arms all the way open and then bring just the palms towards the floor. Excellent. Beautiful. And then bring the left hand to the left forearm. Sweep the right arm all the way alongside the ear. Now I realized I said we were doing poses closer to the floor. We're almost there, I promise. Good. Again, option to bring the hand down to the floor, reach the arm up, or to take the bind. Wherever you are, work with your breath. Breathing is the most important part. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Straighten that leg. You can keep a slight bend if you'd like. And then, as if I was pulling your left fingertips to the front of your mat, come into triangle and then allow the left hand to come towards the floor and the right hand to come towards the sky. Option to gaze up at that right hand, or if that's too much strain on your neck, you can gaze to the side wall or down towards your left foot. And then when you're ready, bring a slight bend to the left knee and inhale, come all the way up. Beautiful. You can heel toe that back foot in this time. Come to the front of your mat, and now we will work our way to the floor. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together. Exhale, fold forward. Depending on how low you do your warrior, you are kind of close to the floor. Inhale, rise to a flat back. Exhale, plant both hands, step both feet back, lower the knees, chest and chin, or all the way, or come into chaturanga. And then inhale, cobra or upward dog. Beautiful. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time, just bring your knees to the floor, spread them wide. Stretch your hands out in front of you as far as you can, and then lower your forehead to the floor. Allow the elbows to relax, child's pose. We will take 4 breaths here, so allow yourself on the exhale to sink down even lower. Allow the body to be even more heavy and supported. Allow the muscles to become more passive. Beautiful. And then gaze towards your hands. Bring your hands to fingertips and inch them all the way over to the left hand side. Bring your forehead down, tuck that right heel toward the right hip, and then breathe into the right side body. Good. And then fingertip your hands all the way off to the opposite side. Lower the forehead, tuck the left hip toward the left heel. Option to keep your fingers with fingertips to the floor at this point. That may give you some extra length. Good. And then bring your hands back to center and walk them all the way towards your hips. Beautiful. Come to a seated position. Excellent. And we will lengthen our left leg out on the mat. Draw the right foot in towards the left thigh and get really tall in your spine. Inhale, bring your arms all the way overhead. Point or flex the left foot. I prefer to point my foot in this position. And then fold over the legs. Beautiful. When you arrive, you can hold onto the shin or the foot and then allow a gentle activation of the arms and allow that to draw your nose closer to your toes. I know they're quite far away, but they'll get there. I've learned in Western yoga to flex my toes in these positions, and in India I learned to point them. So do what works best for you. There's a reason behind everything, and your reason for doing something is very important. Good. Release the hand. Draw your arms all the way back up to the ceiling. Release them by your hips. Beautiful. We will switch sides. Draw your right foot out, either point or flex the toe. Bring the left foot to the inner edge of the right thigh. Sit very tall. Allow the left knee to fall towards the floor. And bring your arms all the way overhead. Good. Again, on the exhale, we'll begin to hinge all the way over the right foot. When you arrive, bring your hands to maybe bind the foot or the leg, or just relax them beside you. And find the breath. If you can, soften the muscles around your neck and the muscles of the face. One more breath. Beautiful. Come all the way up. Excellent. Wonderful. And then stretch that left leg out in front of you. You can shake the feet out if you need to. And we will come into Navasana, or boat pose. So draw your shins parallel to the floor and then hold on to the backs of the legs. Allow your spine to be long. Try not to round down. And see if you can find that spot on your sit bones to keep yourself steady. Point the toes and find the breath. Option here to straighten the legs. Option also to take a bind if you would like. Continuing to draw the chest forward. Good. Your dog barking out there. One more breath. Good. Release the bind if you have it. Come back to boat pose, and then you can lower the feet to the floor. We will just windshield wiper our legs from side to side. Good. This time we will do some abdominal strengthening. So some people do yogic crunches or bicycles. I really like this variation of boat pose. I think it's quite good for strengthening the abdominal muscles. So come back to boat pose. And then of course take breaths as you need to, or lower the feet. You can also just use the feet in this exercise, but we will demonstrate with the whole body. So inhale, and then on the exhale, come down towards the floor. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale, inhale. Good. Beautiful. 3 more. Excellent. So you can hold your boat pose. Wonderful. And then without bringing your feet to the floor, see if you can come down. And we will kick our feet. Good. Just a few more. Make sure you breathe. And now scissor your feet. And back to boat pose. Excellent. Release the feet towards the floor. Beautiful work. Draw your soles of your feet in and together. And then allow the knees to draw out to the sides of the room. Excellent. Coming into Vinyasa. You can draw the feet open if you like, if this helps to lower the knees to the floor. Or you can use your elbows and begin to hinge forward. And take just a moment to close your eyes. We'll be here for about 4 breaths. Beautiful. Excellent. Draw your knees in towards one another. And you can squeeze them in towards your chest. Allow the chest to shine forward. Good. Wonderful. 1 breath. Beautiful. And then this time we will come into a twist. So draw the left foot towards the right buttocks. And then allow your right leg to overlap on top. Knee is facing the sky. And then see if you can press your right foot in towards the floor. See if you can really press it flat. Draw your knee in towards your chest. The opposite foot, the left foot, is actually pointed towards the behind the right buttocks. Good. Sit up tall. And then on the inhale, draw your left hand all the way overhead and cross it all the way over behind the right leg. And then on the exhale, twist. Knees behind you. With each inhale, allowing the spine to grow taller, more upright. And with each exhale, allowing the twist to be a little bit deeper. If you just had a meal, you may want to back off a little on the twist and focusing on sitting up tall and drawing the knee towards your chest. Good. On the inhale, untwist. Switch the legs. So right foot comes towards the left buttocks. You can see it's pointed. And then the left foot comes to the opposite side, completely flat on the floor. Try to root both sit bones into the floor. Draw your knee in towards your chest. You can hug this foot in tighter. Excellent. Take a breath. Sit tall. And relax the shoulders. Beautiful. On the inhale, reach towards the sky with the right hand. And on the exhale, begin to twist. Excellent. Again, keeping that foot, the left foot, flat on the floor as you do this. And twisting a little deeper. Good. 1 more breath. Excellent. And uncross the legs. We will come to lying on our backs. Beautiful. So when you arrive on your back, draw your knees into your chest and give them a squeeze. And then on the inhale, we'll just float our feet up towards the sky. Bring your hands beside your sit bones, palms facing down, and root your fingertips into the floor. Inhale, and on the exhale, we'll slowly bring the right leg to the floor. And inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, slowly bring the left leg to the floor. Knees can be a little bent here, that's okay. Exhale, bring your right foot to the floor. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bring the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left. Inhale, back up. Beautiful. Draw your knees back and towards your chest. Nice work. And then lengthen the left leg long on the mat. Draw the right foot up towards the sky. Interlace the right hands along the back side of the right leg. And draw the knee in close to you. Option, of course, to use a strap here. Or you can draw the leg closer to you if you have a little bit more space. And wherever you are, find a slower breath. And see if you can begin to cool the body down. Relaxing the muscles of the body that are not being used in these poses. Beautiful. And then begin to draw that right leg towards the floor. Draw the left knee in towards your chest. And then all the way up towards the sky for the foot. Of course, option to take a bind or draw the leg closer to you. Notice the thoughts. See if you can stay in the present moment. Beautiful. Release the foot towards the floor. And then draw both knees into the chest. We'll come into one final twist. A supine twist, setting us up for Shavasana. So bring your arms to a T-shaped position. Allow the knees to fall all the way to the left. Gaze off towards the right, and you can close the eyes. Good. One more breath. Inhale, draw the knees back to center. Allow them to fall to the opposite side. And gaze over towards your left fingers and then close the eyes. Really relax the legs, relax the shoulders. And one more breath. Inhale, knees back to center, and then lengthen your legs long on your mat. Lengthen the arms out alongside you, palms facing up. Allow the feet to flop out to the sides of the mat and allow yourself to fully relax. Sink your weight into your mat. Allow the temples, the jaw, the tongue to relax. And relax the shoulders, the arms, the fingers. Relax the diaphragm, the belly, the pelvis. Relax the legs, the feet, and the toes. Allow your full body to relax. It's time to integrate your practice. to deepen the breath. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Eventually taking a big stretch overhead. And then rolling to one side, keeping the eyes closed and taking a breath there. And when you're ready, you can come up to a seated position with your eyes closed. When you arrive, draw your hands to heart center, press your sternum into your chest. Your thumbs into your sternum. Tuck your chin toward your hands. And give yourself a moment of gratitude for taking the time to take care of yourself, to fill your cup so that you can take care of the rest of the world and fulfill your purpose in this world, in this life. Namaste. Thank you for practicing. We'll see you next time.